Academy of Science in Institute of Art in Warsaw, Poland, where I live also. My original discipline is theater and performance, and the topic of my PhD thesis my research area are shows, spectacles, and performances of football fans. And I've been extremely lucky to be able to go to FIFA World Cup 2018 to Russia to watch, study, explore, and experience this gorgeous madness, this carnival, this feast. And during my 1 month trip to Russia, I visited 5 cities, I've been to FIFA fan zones, and I've attended a couple of games. And I'd like to share with you some results of my work, which was actually specifically it was research of what is really happening when it is happening, and what are spectators doing when they are actually doing it. And while watching it, I was thinking about fans' effectiveness and agency, not only there and then, but also here and now and in the future. What happened in Russia? I would say it was extraordinary and peaceful mix of and cooperation of discourses in place where theory and praxis have met, and distance between them was proportional and healthy, and it was the high performance, I would call it, and I called it actually, I dared to call it human return. And even if it was just short-lived performance, it took place in front of us in Russia and was remarkable, and we mustn't miss it. And as we know, performance is not just a simple looking glass of social changes taking place somewhere else, and nor is football, which a sport performance is an important element of those changes. Sometimes it is a game changer. We'll see one of them. And I strongly believe that football may tip the scale because it gives us something priceless, crucial, till now reserved for theater only. It gives us catharsis. Described by Aristotle in Politics and Poetics as purification accomplished by means of pity and fear, cleansing these states of feeling. As we know, football is naturally performative, and I adore working with football, because what can we see? Who might be players? What is the dynamics of the pitch? And fortunately, performance studies allow us to complete our dream team of discourses. So I prepared, let's see, this interdisciplinary club of methodologies I use. I thought, if I may,
Dina, sorry, can I just butt in? Sorry, do you have any slides or sharing the screen?
Yes, yes, I do. Yes, I do.
There we go, brilliant. Sorry,
I have.
I said that at the start.
Can you see it? Yes, you see it. Right. This is the title. I'm so sorry. Okay, so this is my pitch. Okay, my dream team 11. So as a goalkeeper, I put Guy Debord and his Society of Spectacles. I think of him more or less like of Loris Karius here. Maybe I will talk about later. Defense line, we have from Russia, Mikhail Bakhtin and his Carnival and Carnivalization. From Austria, Josef Breuer, the friend of Sigmund Freud, who actually developed cathartic method, and catharsis understood as a physical reaction. And we had George from Greece who described it without using this word as psychological relief. From Netherlands, we have Johan Huizenga with his Homo Ludens, and he was questioning whether it is a game or a play. And from the USA, Richard Schechner, father of performance studies. Midfielders for me are the only one woman, Jolie Jensen, and her empathetic fandom studies with her great essay Fandom as Pathology. And Scottish Victor Turner and his communitas. I'm thinking here about togetherness, compassion, and rituals. Wings are American. So we have John Mackenzie and his Perform or Else, the core of my methodology. He tells us about 3 kinds of performances: technological, organizational, and for me, most important, cultural. And again, from the USA, we have Sylvan Tompkins and his affect theory, where affect and emotion are considered as primary motives of organism with nervous system. Action midfielder must be Aristotle with his catharsis, and the strikes, the only one and only number 9, are the fans from all over the world. And who are they? What were they doing?
Button again. So if you've got slides, though, your shared screen is just loads of pictures. If you got any slides that you
yes, I have, of course. Yes, I have.
Sorry, yeah. Just when you shared the screen, there was just loads of pictures that came on.
Okay, maybe I will do slideshow. Okay, you will see.
Do you want to try and get the slideshow on, just so?
Yes, I did it. So the first game changer here we have.
I don't think it's changing.
It's not. Is it changing?
No, it's just all the.
Katarzyna, you have to stop sharing the screen and then you have to reshare it again with the slides on.
Once again, please.
You have to stop the screen share. So you have to stop sharing the screen and you have to then again reshare with the slides on because you have shared a different window.
Oh my God. Okay. What do you see now?
We've still got the I'm not gonna lie, I'm not working off a laptop, but if you yep.
I think Kat is using the pictures as a slideshow. So that's right. Perfect. Just so we can see it a bit bigger.
Yes, I would like. Yeah.
Brilliant. There we go. Fantastic.
Do you see?
Nice.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
Do you see my slideshow?
Muted, please. Brilliant.
But do you see my slideshow?
Yeah, we can see it. You crack on.
Great. So what do we see here? What will we see on those pictures? This is Carnival. What I was trying to show you some performative performance and theater tools that fans were using. So what do we have? We have artists who are, I call them artists, who are present and they mindful, they conscious, they send message, they are proud of what they represent, as we can see here. This kind of message they send, they are here, but it's only this message. They take over the stage, or they adapt existing space, or they are a part of the stage or dialogue with the stage. Like here, they dialogue with the old monument from Battle of Stalingrad. This is also a stage, yes? They take over and make their own scene. Or they stage their own space. Like we see here. They create new spaces, new areas. They put on costumes, wear masks, they disguise. They show us. They make displays. Here you see Valderrama weeks, all Colombians fans. Polish king of football, he came to. This is a Mexico-German game, and they use also props, a lot of hats. They mix them. They show different combinations. You see, Colombian fans made a great performance. Props like Banka Wstańka, and they use music. They have, this man actually, he was playing on trumpet national anthems, jam sessions. Senegal fans who were talking to Polish fans in Moscow. This is before the game Germany-Mexico, also before the game. And after the game, police went in because fans were interrupting girls. And this is the very significant picture. This is old Russian couple dancing amongst Polish fans. And it's not a normal, like, everyday situation, because as you know, Poland and Russia are not so good relationships. And what happened there in Russia? What all these fights stopped. The question is, what were they really doing? And I interviewed many of them, and my questions were, why all these costumes, these guys' flags, what does it mean to you? And they were not talking about national team or pride or games. They were talking specifically about catharsis without single use of this word. They were performing, and their performance was and is relevant if we want to read between the lines. We have one opportunity, regardless gender, ethnicity, race, color, education, material status, age, and this is unique because we may see dynamics, trends, and we can act eventually because we will be able to connect the dots. I believe that today we cannot afford not to think about anything using one and only methodology, way of thinking, perceiving, because so far we avoid acknowledging it is all connected by insisting that all disciplines are separate and should be considered separately. And for some irrational reason, we refuse to think in a holistic way, let's say this, and afterwards we are so surprised that things don't work, and not working or working in a different way. And underestimating the ultimate power and strength coming from football fans is, I believe, simply wrong and non-economic, because cutting off even 1 billion of people by not considering their emotions, cravings, wantings, or needs makes us more vulnerable, non-viable, incapable of facing far more serious upcoming crises, just not to mention COVID-19. And I believe we need to comprehend mechanisms and dynamics to be ready to act, apart from politicians and from governments. And this human return, I can think of it like a general shareholders meeting, all with the voting rights, where every thought and offer can be put on the table without prejudice and judgment. And please, let's make no mistake, this return mustn't be limited only to human actors. So yeah, let's up the workers, but of all kinds. Thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you for that,